Yeah, welcome again to our training. If you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you will continue together with us and so you can be able to find all our training informations. Today is our second lesson in electrical wiring diagram interpretation. Actually, today it is the most important lesson you shouldn't miss if you want to understand electrical wiring perfectly and handle repairs safely, troubleshoot in a short time, easily. This lesson is the core of your understanding electrical wiring. So please watch this keenly, don't miss anything, and keep a step by step. You understand whatever we cover today, so it will be easy for the next lessons. It is going to be easy for you to practically interpret the drawings into the normal operation. So today, stay tuned until to the end. And those who haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment the video, and share it with your friends and your team. Let's continue. Let us go direct now to our lesson, our second lesson in automotive electrical wiring diagram symbols explained. Thank you. Let's stay tuned. Let us enter the training and watch until the last. In our lesson 2, it is a second lesson on wiring diagram. We are going to cover automotive wiring diagram symbols explained and electrical parts and functions. Automotive wiring symbols explained and electrical parts and functions. We will learn how to read and understand automotive electrical wiring diagram. This training explains common electrical parts and symbols used in vehicle construction, machinery, and farm equipment. Perfect for technicians, engineering students, and engineers, and any other person who would wish to have knowledge about electrical diagram. We will cover most parts and symbols used in automotive electrical system wiring diagram. Automotive electrical system can look confusing, especially when you see wiring diagram full of lines, symbols, and connections. The way you can see, if you don't have any idea of what is here, it is really very confusing. In this video, you will learn the most important parts and symbols used in automotive electrical wiring diagram and how to understand what they mean. This knowledge is essential for vehicle maintenance, troubleshooting, and safe electrical repairs. What is a wiring diagram? If you are to ask, a wiring diagram is a visual representation of how electrical components are connected in the vehicle or in the machine. It shows the power source, control devices, loads, protection components, and ground connection using standardized symbols. Understanding these symbols allows you to trace circuit and identify faults quickly. Power supply components. Here we have battery. The battery is the main power source of the vehicle. In wiring diagram, it is shown using long line, as you can see, long line for the positive, and short is for the negative. This battery supply power for the starting, light, accessories, etc. Then we have alternator. The alternator generates electricity while the engine is running. Its symbol is, as you see, this is the symbol of the alternator, and the alternator visually, this is how it looks like. You can see it's completely different. Unless you have an idea, you can interpret when you see the drawing, this one, you know, yes, it is translating to something like this. In protection devices, we will cover fuses. A fuse protects the circuit from excessive current. In diagrams, it appears as a small rectangle with a line passing through, as you can see. When current exceeds safe limit, the fuse will melt. This wire inside, if the current is more, it will melt and cut off. So you'll know it will cut off the excess power supply. And as you can see, the visual look of the fuse, they look like this. There are several, but this is a sample of fuses. This is how they look like. So it is very difficult if you have no idea to translate this to this. If you see this component in the vehicle or in the machine without an idea, and you see the lines in the wiring diagram, you cannot translate anything. So it is important for us to bring this training to you so that you can translate what is in the blueprint to the real life. When current exceeds safe limits, the fuse melts. This one will melt and it will cut off the supply going to the component. So it will protect you from damaging the component. We'll have circuit breakers. Circuit breakers are also protection component. The difference is for the fuse, it will melt off and you have to replace. For the breaker, it will trip off. So you can reset and put it back. But the operation is same. So we have control devices. In control devices, we'll cover switches. A switch opens or closes an electrical circuit. As you can see, these are types of switches, and this is the representation on the wiring diagram. In the switches, we have single, we have double, and we have even triple poles. So the examples include in light switch, we have brake switches, we have ignition switches. You can mention them. There are very many, there are several. We'll continue with the controls. We have relays. In relays, a relay allows low current signal to control high current load. And you have the load, but you need a signal to switch on that load. So for a relay, it allows you to control a high current using a low signal. As you can see in our symbol, this is how relay looks like in schematics, but in the normal life of the arrangement in the machines, you'll find something like this and many other. What I'm giving you is not complete. There are several of them. We have load devices. In load devices, we'll have like lamps. Lamps converts electrical energy into light. In diagrams, lamps are shown as a circle with filament symbol. As you can see, this is how lights are represented on the electric diagram. But in a normal sense, the lights are like this. These are the bulbs, and these are the bulbs, no matter how they will look out to look, but what is giving light, it is this one. So in the circuit you'll see this, but when you go to the machine, this is what you'll find. We will have motors. Motors, you can mention them, there are very many. We have starter motor, we have wiper motors, we have window motors, we have several of them. This is how motors look in normal operation, but on the schematics you'll find something like this. So it is difficult, it is really important to understand these symbols, so that when you see something like this, yes, your mind rings very fast, it is a motor. So motors convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. They are shown as a circle with M. The examples include like starter motors, I told you, motors, window motors, wiper motors, and many other mention them. We have electronic components. In electronic components, we have things like sensors. Sensors monitor conditions like temperature, speed, and pressure. The symbol varies. This one, the symbols varies. For example, you can see this one is this one we have, it is a what? It's a temperature sensor, and this one is a proxy sensor. The symbols varies according to the use of the sensor, and as you can see in the normal view, these are types of sensors. You can see here they look different, and here something different in the schematics. We have ECU, stroke ECM, and other controls. Then you can name them. We have TCU, we have very many. Battery control, we have a lot of controls. The engine control unit is the brain of modern vehicles. It is shown as a rectangle. As you can see, this is the rectangle in the schematic. This is the rectangle with very many wires going out, and it will show you where they are going. But here in the normal case, this is the, you'll see this is the ECU, and here they are trying to show you which sensors are connected to it. We have wire connections. It is also important to know how wires are connected. You will see wire, so that you don't make a mistake in joining wires which are not supposed to be joined. For example, if you see this one is coming with a dot and going down, this dot, it means these three wires are joined. They are joined together. And this one passing over, it is crossing, but it is not connected. So it will be very wrong for you to connect this wire and this one. It is passing over. This one, when you see a dot, it means they are connected. We'll cover ground. The ground symbol, this is how the ground symbol looks like. As you can see, it is a long wire going on down, but they are getting shorter. This is how ground is represented on the schematics. Then we have special symbols. We have very many symbols. As you will go on, when you get in practice, you will come on to discover more symbols. For example, here we have the solenoid, a diode, we have a resistor, we have variable resistor, we have a thermistor, we have ammeter, we have this button, push button, we have pressure switch, we have a diode, very many. As you go on, you practice, we continue with our, also as we continue with our lessons, our training, we will get to discover more of them. Why this knowledge is important? Understanding wiring diagram helps you, 1, to troubleshoot faults faster, avoid wiring mistake, perform self-electrical repairs, read service manual confidently. Because supposing now you have this vibrator is not working and you don't have an idea on how it works and where it is getting the supply. See, we have our source here. You will have 15 ampere uh, ampere what fuse. Maybe this is just blown, but because you don't have an idea how it is working, so you'll have to follow all line to line to where it is, and you know how big machines are, so it will take you maybe weeks or even months to discover something very small. But if you have schematic, it is very easy. You'll come, this is the source. Okay, you don't have here power, you'll check the fuse is okay. If the fuse is blown, you'll fix the fuse, and that will be done. In our conclusion, automotive wiring diagrams are not complicated once you understand the symbols. With practice, you can easily trace circuits, diagnose problems, and work safe on vehicle electrical systems. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more automotive training content. Thank you. Thank you very much. We meet in the next lesson.